Okay, now it's your turn. Hi, dear Cancer. This one is for you. It's from Tarot Luminnation. This is your love and relationship mini generic report for January 2019. I don't know what to say, Cancer. Hold on. This is a very dynamic month, excuse me. And I hope I can deliver this reading in a way that helps you guys because you are. I'll just show you on the Astrodoodles in a moment. And then maybe the visuals will explain. All right. So anyway, we're going to do the drill. I got to do the drill here for folks who've never been here before, and for the regulars, please be patient. You know the routine. Please check the links below in the description box. Okay. You want to find First Friday group healing event? Check below. It's where we all hang out, get together. Tarot Illumination is there in person, and we do some very weird and wonderful, uh, let's say, customized boutique artisanal yoga type stuff. Okay, next, Tarot Illumination shopping. Shopping. Tarot Illumination beautiful satin silk scarf. Tarot Illumination book about January 2020. Uh-oh. Tarot Illumination playlists. The Astrodoodles for January 2019. Uh-oh. Personal readings. Oh no. Oh yeah. Anyway, also for singles, you know, you can watch this if you want to allow for the laws of attraction and you are radiating energy, and then what is being attracted back to you, what's being reflected back to you. Think of it as potential energy. I know we're stretching it a little bit, but I need to allow for singles, all right? Now, you also know the drill. Cross-watch for significant others. That can really help. Watch for your sun, moon, and rising. That can help a lot too. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. Sorry about that. Lastly, the best way you can say thank you for Tarot Illumination, to Tarot Illumination, is to become a member. Okay? Check that link. It's probably the most important thing you can do. Love you guys. Thank you so much for all the members already and the support. Thank you. Before we get into the cards properly, I just have to show you this. There's a full playlist for the Astrodoodles, but this was kind of let's just say a significant month for you, Cancer. Let's put it that way. I don't want to scare you with this doodle, but here's you, Cancer. All right, I'll just show you. Here's you. And this is where we are in January. We've got this big fat solar new moon eclipse January 5th in Capricorn, your 7th house of primary relationship, one-on-one significant, the house of marriage, the house of open enemies, the very worst of things, the very best of things. And that's a huge Capricorn stellium here. So things are going to get very serious for you guys, okay? Cancer. You may look at it as though you're staring at a massive brick wall in front of you. You could see it as a gateway. It could be amazing. But either way, it's very significant. You're getting it full-on opposition here. Okay? That's all the Capricorn energy, your 7th house, the significant other, business, one-on-one, that kind of thing. And there's you. We could go on about the other things, but you can check the playlist for that. So I'm just letting you know, please, Cancer, be alert. It could be very easy to feel as though you are, let's say, bound and gagged or something, or just literally under a lot of pressure. It might be great. You might have been already very spiritually advanced or something, and this could work out in some ways that really bring you into your state of being where you really need to be. The Capricorn energy there is really going to put a lot of pressure on things like integrity, truth, honor, responsibility, patience, obligation, the teaching and the learning, the deeply important stuff that goes on in relationships, all of those things, all the responsibilities, commitments, and obligations, and what's really going on with you, Cancer, and the significant other, as opposed to what you think is going on or what you are pretending is going on. Okay, you're going to find out. So with the eclipses, as you know, they're like spiritual gateways. You come in, you go through the gateway, you come out. There's no going back. The gates close behind you. Click, click. Sorry about that. Anyway, We're going to use the Tarot Luminnation Crucible spread here. It's on the understanding that there is you, Cancer, there is a significant other, and there is the third entity, which is not somebody else. It's the relationship. It's the relationship. It has its own energy, mission, and life. It's like a living organism, and you guys own that, okay? So what is the nature of that thing? Well, you're going to find out. Okay, maybe not from this reading, but certainly in your life experience through January. And by the way, this is a real dynamic, powerful month with the eclipses. So please be prepared. I'm going to do the best I can for you guys. And my idea is not to, make things rosy and peachy for you. I'm just trying to give you information so that you can better love thyself, make the loving decisions, okay? It's all about decisions, okay? Deck is cut. Bless the cards. Bless you, Cancer. Bless Tarot Luminnation. Bless this whole thing that we do here. Okay, over here. So, what are you radiating, Cancer? Are you quaking? Like, oh, I can feel it happening already. Oh, I don't know what it is. Oh, whoa. Or like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Anyway, we'll see in a moment. Over here, what about the significant other? Remember, this is not a couple's reading, okay, Cancer? It's you, a significant other, and the relationship itself. It's all about you, and we're allowing for the other in the storytelling here. Over here, deep down, what are you radiating from soul level? What are they radiating from heart, soul level? And what's the core like over here? Okay, can you see this? This is the bowl. This is the crucible. And it is a structure. A really good crucible is a consciously owned structure, like owning a business together, where you invest, you do the repairs, you do the maintenance, you cherish this thing, you love this thing, okay? And that's what keeps you guys going. It's not about, what can I get out of you? What can I get out of you? It's how can we invest in each other through the relationship? And so, we intimate and we separate, but we bloom and blossom and grow accordingly. Well, there's a lot of pressure on, okay, Cancer, for you specifically, of all the signs, I would say, in January. Over here, prospects and momentum or growth. What is being fostered here? Also, we're going to look at circumstantial energy, environmental influences. I like to think of it as the weather. Let's go. So you have the moon. So it's no wonder you might be shaking in your boots a little bit. With the energy of maximum opposition coming at you and all those planets piling up, just imagine you're living your life, you're driving down a highway or something, going for a walk or a stroll, and you start to see like security guards and cops and emergency vehicles and ambulances piling up, and eventually a massive roadblock. And you start thinking, whoa, what's going on here? And then all those characters look at you and kind of go, it's okay, we're just doing what you do, checking with them, checking over there. Once you've done that, go through security over there. And we're going to scan you, and then we put everything in this box and put it through the x-ray machine. And if everything's good, you'll come out just fine on the other side. It's just a little bit intimidating. Let's just say it could be very intimidating for you. You could be literally quaking in your boots this month as that energy builds up to the eclipse, and then it unfolds from the eclipse. The eclipses are going to go on through the whole year. The Cancer-Capricorn axis is all lit up. So, okay, we're coming in big time, okay? So you might feel as though you're being initiated. You might be feeling as though you're getting hazed or squeezed through a funnel in which there is no going back. It's like being squeezed through a tube of toothpaste or something. All right. Or, one of those ice cream nozzles, like, and you come out the other side in a different form. Let's have a look. What are you radiating here? Ace of Coins. I'm so happy to see this, Cancer. My feeling is that deep down inside of you, there's a part of you which has already been anticipating this to the point where it's like, bring it on. I want this. I need this. This is actually golden opportunity. This is a chance for new starts and new beginnings for you, Cancer, in the area of primary fundamental one-on-one relationships. I'm so glad to see that card here. It means like a complete reboot, restart. It's a long journey, okay? And so to me, this is very encouraging here. And it's about bringing it into reality here. New starts, creating a new reality, new substance, and it's tangible and it's real. And it has it has legs and it has stability and structure. A lot of everything that's good that you can imagine about pentacles, which is substance. In a love reading like this, I think of pentacles as tokens, like tokens of love. So I think that from my perspective, there's this really strong surge, first of all, like an awakening because of the eclipse, and then going through the gateway and coming out the other side and realizing there is no going back anymore. Cancer in relationships. What's about the other? Whoa. Well, I think you're lucky. Cancer. I don't. I was really. Cheers. Give me a moment here. Their illumination was quaking with anticipation about this reading for you guys, but I'm really relieved to see this because it looks like you're relating with someone who's doing a very, very good job of maintaining their integrity in this extremely challenging situation for you. In other words, it's like they're minding their own business, okay? There's nothing personal going on here, and it's not as though this intense pressure from all the eclipse in your seventh house is working against you. It's just, well, let's just say, call it circumstantial. It's timing, and everyone's got this eclipse somewhere in their chart somewhere, but for you, it's in an extremely critical area. And so with the Queen of Wands here from this significant other, my feeling is that it's almost like you are an inspiration to them. They are an inspiration to you. And it's almost like having dared each other to go to this depth, to this extreme, to this extent with each other, and holding up under so much pressure. And then you start to look at each other and realize, like, we're cool. I'm cool. I'm doing everything I can. Whatever is challenging for you, dear Cancer, I know it's a problem, but I have to be who I am. I have to maintain my integrity, my majesty, my honor, my inspiration, my duty to myself, my rights and my obligations and duty to shine and be my most amazing self. And how you deal with that, that's your problem. But it looks like you, my dear Cancer, are doing a really good job of seeing this as an amazing opportunity. So that tells me that you must think I am awesome. And for that to happen, I must think that in some way or other, you are awesome. So from the Tarot Illumination reading perspective, this is very refreshing. I'm so happy to see this. I have no idea what's going to happen here, but we're going to have a look, okay? Four of Swords. It's almost like deep relief, like, oh, hallelujah. Thank you so, so much. This is actually like almost like a massive healing event for you. With the Four of Swords, this is almost something like you could have wished for, where you, Cancer, might have been waiting and praying a long time to connect with someone who's willing to connect with you at that degree of integrity, honor, respect, valor, courage, brilliance, where you, Cancer, are creating an environment where they can really shine and prosper and come into their own light. And in so doing, you feel awesome for having brought that to the other. And so it feeds on itself. So it's a huge sigh of relief, what I feel here, Four of Swords, where it is like a revealing for healing, where it is it's like what you've been praying for, to have a healing in the relationship, to have something that is profoundly good for you, profoundly good for the other, and profoundly good for the relationship, and profoundly good for the whole world. That's what I'm feeling here. And it does require you to, my feeling is to congratulate yourself that you've even reached this point and that you're going to live through it and you're going to come out the other side just fine. And in so doing, be prepared that the pressure is so intense, it might make you feel as though you need a lot of rest, you need a lot of healing, a lot of self-healing, and it's okay, because oftentimes all of us, whoever, let's pretend this is any chart for anybody, whenever you're dealing with such a massive seventh house opposition here, it can be so overwhelming and so much pressure that you might feel like exhausted just trying to get through this thing here, in which case it would be very appropriate and understandable for you to want to take naps, take rest, withdraw from society. And you're not withdrawing from the world or the love of the relationship. You're just withdrawing into like a healing cocoon of self, almost like as a form of congratulations, just like people do when they go through heavy duty TSA screening at American airports. It's terrifying to get in. It's terrifying when you're in it, and it's uh, almost traumatic when you come out the other side because of the sense of relief and like, like, oh, I got through okay. And that's what I feel is going on here. You're already at the point where you're awarding yourself the chance to decompress and take a break as soon as you come out the other side. What about them? Okay. 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Cancer. I was so scared to start this reading for you, but it's looking like something quite different to what I could have imagined, and I'm really happy about that. No matter how intimidating and scary this whole thing might be, my feeling is that you're dealing with someone who is very gracious, very graceful. Forget the gender. I mean, this is a woman and she's absolutely gorgeous, but this could be anybody. And for you, Cancer, you might be dealing with someone who deep down has been like keeping their fingers crossed just as much as you have. Like, oh my gosh, I hope this works. I hope this works. Oh. Because there is so much at stake here regarding happiness and love, the kind of love that can be shared openly in public and in private at in any kind of circumstance and in any element of the relationship. If there's kids, or if there's home, if there's family, if there's finances, if there's business, if there's affection, or where there hasn't not been any of that, and now there's a chance for it, my feeling is that they are delivering, the other party, they have this in abundance, and this is their chance to be that person. In other words, I'm seeing a whole different story here where the other party, as represented over here in the seventh house, their experience is completely different, of course, to your experience, because you might be quaking with all of this, but inside of themselves, because you seem to be enduring and seeing this as a good thing in some ways, and you can see the benefits and the healing, my feeling is that they are getting validation in themselves about how awesome they must be to be in this situation where they have a chance to shine and be that kind of person in a relationship. A lot of people just want the benefits, or they just want an easy ride or something, but some people really thrive on intense pressure, where the intense pressure brings out the very best in them, and it's now like their time to really shine and show the world how much love that they have deep inside, and that is blossoming here. Let's have a look. No matter what this card says, we're good. Okay. Whoa. Woo. So you got the Nine of Cups here. I was totally unexpected. Oh, wow. So my feeling is that what this does, this whole thing is like some bizarre, we talk about, oh, there's the Tarot Luminnation Crucible spread. And in the Tarot Luminnation Crucible spread, we have the alchemical reactions, which are very intense as we intimate and separate and do our things. And what I think is happening here, Cancer, is that this is like a fermentation process, a very, very delicate, very powerful, very critical fermentation process, which is actually like love breeding love. Like making good wine or good liquor or something. You do set everything just right, and then you step back and let it do its thing. You don't have to keep forcing or anything. It just naturally becomes this beautiful thing which creates love as a side effect, as a byproduct of your love. And in so doing, it brings like your sense of loving and being loved is validated and amplified to you, and their sense of loving and being loved is validated to themselves. And so that gets fed back into the pot. It's like compound interest in finance, okay? You keep feeding the good stuff back into the relationship, nurturing, 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 and love grows love. Love breeds love. Kindness, respect, generosity, good listening, patience, endurance, compassion, and love and healing all add to the mix, okay? Prospects over here. Four of Wands. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. Well, it's not ridiculous. Well, it is actually. Tarot Luminnation is kind of loopy, but this is a beautiful card. To my perspective here is that this is like a fermentation in a very, very unique crucible, which is very, very, very custom structured to withstand intense pressures for this to happen. Because I don't think this could happen unless you had something very beautiful in a crucible. The crucible structure, the structure of your relationship, where you allow yourself to be you, you allow them to be them, they allow you to be you, you allow them to be them, and it creates this amazing sense of loving and being loved, where it's almost like it's like a definition of love, where love is the willing decision to go above and beyond one's own comfort zone in order to deliberately foster and nurture the spiritual growth and healing of a significant other and yourself. Primarily yourself first, but in this situation, it is each other. But it is mutual. It's like compound interest, and it's feeding off itself. Love breeds love. I am loving, I am loved. Well, guess what? I am loving, I am loved. Wow, we can work on that. That's a formula, man. And this creates something that can be shared and expressed openly. Okay, the Four of Wands here is energy that really wants to blossom and share and flourish, where you guys and the relationship, but this is more about you, Cancer, where you get to the point where the relationship is above and beyond just you and the other, and there's the relationship. This is something that has significance in the outer world, where the relationship itself is this glowing diamond. It is this literally glowing, it's not a disco ball of love, but it's very much a radiant structure here, which needs to be enjoyed, not just by you guys, but the world around you, your friends, your family, your loved ones, where it's evident. It's evident that love breeds love. If you think of the pentacles here as actual tokens, and it's compounding and growing into turning into something like it's like you guys have a beautiful plant here, and you've developed this and fostered it yourself, and it's growing and turning into something beautiful that is going to show on the surface. It's going to show to yourself and each other and to the public, and it's going to be something that needs to be celebrated, even in a very modest way. This needs to be celebrated. Like, you guys need to get a bottle of champagne or something. I'm serious, especially towards the end of the month after the eclipses, and then getting used to what it's going to be like going through 2019, because Cancer, for you and for Capricorns, by the way, it's going to be a tumultuous year. Okay, I'm just letting you know, and that's prepping everybody for 2020. There you go. So that was a subtle hint. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it like this. Dear Cancer, you can reinterpret however you want. Do the routine, cross watch, sun, moon, and rising, all of that stuff. Check the description box below. Do all the links. Love you guys. Okay, all the best. Best way to say thank you to Tarot Luminnation is become a member. Okay, become a member. That's the best thing we can do here. Thank you so much. All the best, Cancer. All the best. More power to you. More power to you. You can do this. Wow, I can't stop looking at this. I'm sorry. To me, this is beautiful. It's scary. It's beautiful. I'm gonna leave it at that. I think you're really, really lucky, Cancer. I just think somehow you scored. I don't know how to tell you anything else, but if you need to, you can, you know where to come. All right, bye bye.